So hey viewers, this is my surprise pear tree that I didn't know what it was until I started seeing. I gave it a top. I just topped it and found out after that it started sprouting pears. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it down to about here. I'm gonna take out that center. We're gonna open it up and then we're just gonna prune off some of these higher upright ones here, like this one here. You can see there's a bud right here. Now you can't probably see it from there. Maybe I can zoom in, I don't know. There's a bud here, and these are both what they call outward facing buds. And that's what we want to do. We want to snip it right there. Just like that. Throw that back down there to get mulched up. In fact, I don't mind just giving it a little chop up there. Add it to the soil. But that's what we're going to do. So I got my, don't forget to clean your pruners too. I did clean these off with isopropyl alcohol, 99%. And just clean it off so that there's nothing that's going to affect the tree that might be on your pruners from whatever else you've been cutting down. And the same thing goes with our blade here. So I got this little makeshift, I don't know, it's a folder blade. A friend of mine's dad gave that to me. I'm going to give that a shot. It's going to take me a minute, but we're going to cut that out of here. So yeah, I think we're going to go right about here. So let's get going. Yeah, I think that's it. So in retrospect, I probably should have grabbed my other saw because it's a lot more aggressive. This is actually quite the toy. It's probably good for smaller branches like this right here. And we got all this blue stuff here. We keep this around. You never know when you need twine, eh? So I leave it around from all our bales from when we feed the animals. But yeah, we're gonna continue to cut this down here. So stay with me. All right, see, that's opened it right up now. This thing should do a nice open center to take off some of these smaller in between stuff. All these ones pointing inward, we'll work on them too. Again, this is all pretty much the same every time. I know there's a lot of questions online on how do I prune my trees, and I honestly believe you should wait until there's actually something to prune, but you can get an early start to make sure that the shape is going to stay with you, the shape that you want. And this is the shape that I want. So again, we're just going to nip these off here. A couple of these, like this one here. You got this tall one right here. I think I'm just going to cut that right back to the bottom. And yeah, it's not much. Look, we even got some leaves here. I don't know what's going on with that. It's almost like it's sprouting. I don't get that one. It's been so cold that my pipes froze up in my loft. It's so cold, the animals are finding ways to house themselves down by the roots. I have one down peach tree over there, and I hope that's all I get this year, because every time I buy a tree and it's 6 or 7 years old, I hate seeing it get killed by an animal. If they would just wait, there'd be enough fruit for them to eat later on, you know. I'm not greedy. So that's what we're gonna do. So you see, we want these ones that go on the inside, right? Real simple. You got these ones right here, straight up. You don't want those ones. We'll get rid of them. We just want the ones that are shooting straight out. This one here, again, not the right one. We're gonna cut that back to here and hope that this outward one will start shooting out as well as this one. So again, don't forget to cut up your stuff as you can. Cut it up in little pieces. It helps it go a little faster, but it helps add mulch to the ground. And I do this almost every year, so yeah, so we're just gonna keep going. We're gonna find some of these smaller little things in here. You don't need these. Again, these are like too small and in the wrong spot. We want stuff that doesn't shoot straight down like this one here, but we'll wait till spring to cut that. We got this is like one of those upward ones I talked to you about. So there is a bud right here. So we're gonna snip that just above it. We'll take that piece off, chop it up. Trust me, there's nothing better to feed the tree than the tree itself. So if you got lots of leaves from it, we got a damaged tree here. So there's I'll show you up close here. So as you can see, there's like some damage right in here. There's a good split there. So we're just gonna take that entire branch right off, and we are not gonna worry about that one. We're just gonna get that right at the base and cut her off. And then what we're gonna do is trim her right back to the knuckle, because right in that knuckle is some hormone that will help it heal itself and scab over. And that's what we want. So again, we're just kind of looking around for stuff on the tree to cut. So I like this one right here. I'll just get rid of that one. We got a couple over here. And again, I don't like this one here, so we'll cut that one right off and we'll let this one grow out. And what you can also do is get these little benders that you put in here. They're just little, like, they look like an E in metal, and they basically just go like that, and it'll help hold it down like that. So it'll give it better shape instead of shooting straight up, because we don't want them to shoot straight up. Yeah, so we got one right up here, straight up. Get that out of the way. Get that one out of the way there too. And yeah, and we just keep going around the tree, finding what we like. I think that was the big one, was just getting that center out. So let's back up a bit. Okay, so again, we're gonna take out this one here. Probably right about there, I think is a good spot. I don't like this one here or this one, so we'll let them grow. We got one right here that I don't like, and that one is not bad because it's shooting straight out. We'll let that larger branch grow. And what else we got? We got a little bit on the other side here. It's going to be a quick one because there's not really much to do on this tree. Just that big piece I wanted to get rid of. So again, I'm going to take this piece out here, and then I'm going to cut that back to here, and once again, cut it into mulch. So yeah, it's quite cold out here. Again, I'm a little disappointed that those animals keep eating my trees. Kind of, don't let it discourage you though. I mean, it's bound to happen. This is why I recommend that you always be propagating. Always have a spare tree you can throw in that spot. And I don't like this one here, so we're gonna get rid of that right there. Yeah, so always be propagating, always have another tree, have a spare, and at least if you have to buy them for 80 bucks, 100 bucks, 100, 200 bucks, depends on how much you can buy a tree for, you definitely want to have your own trees. So again, there's not much more to be done with this one, except for this over here maybe. We'll get rid of that one. And maybe this one here. It's going up a little too high for me. And I think we pretty much did it for now. I don't want to, well, let's chop this up first. Yeah. I just keep chopping all the suckers and everything, they get cut out and trimmed. And then I'm gonna go work in the loft a bit where it's a little bit more warm. And I got the whole week off. So what I definitely want you all to do is have a Merry Christmas, and a safe one at that. Because, you know, I want you back out there gardening in the springtime. So again, we're gonna take that one out right there, and I'm gonna leave the rest. So that's pretty much it for that. That tree is has fully done its pruning for this year. And in this, so this is fully done now, I think. Pretty much all it needs was really that open center. It's gonna sprout like crazy in the spring. It's gonna shoot out all these little water sprouts, and we'll take care of them when that comes in. But yeah, I just wanted to say Merry Christmas once again. Don't forget to be safe, get lots of presents, and hope some of it's gardening equipment and maybe some seeds. So take care. We'll see you next week.